this homework, we're going to go over how to design your magazine cover. The first thing you're going to want to do is start with a blank presentation. You're going to go to Design. In slide size, you're going to change the slide size to letter and change the orientation to portrait. So let's go and show you what this looks like. You're going to go to New, click Blank Presentation. It'll show up like this, nothing added. Then you're going to go to Design. It's the third tab over. Slide size is all the way over to the right. You're going to go to Custom Slide Size. Where it says Slide Size 4, you're going to change that to letter. And you're going to change the orientation over here to portrait. So click OK. Maximize. That's how you're going to start your magazine cover. If you look, I have a blank page here, similar to what I just created there. Once you create that page, you're going to want to delete the boxes that are already there. You're not going to use what exists. So you click on the box and you click delete. And you click on the bottom box and click delete. Now you have a blank page to work with. What the first thing you will do is you'll go to Word Art, pick something you like, and don't worry, you can change this later. And you're going to add a title. Move it wherever you want on the page. Type in your title. Once you have your title typed in, you have the option of using text effects to change how it looks. You can add outlines, change colors, do however you want. You can make it bigger, smaller. You can even go into transform and make it look wavy, curvy. Your choice of how you do your title. I want the title created using Word Art, but you can customize it. The next thing you're going to want to do is insert a picture. That picture should represent either what your magazine is about or something about you. So we're going to insert our picture, and we're going to pick one of Bob, obviously. Good picture. But all this background is not really going to look like a magazine. You have a remove background tool. I'm going to show you a little bit about it. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time. If you notice anything in purple, it's going to take out. Anything not in purple will be left. So if I were to just do what it did, that's what I'd end up with. That's not a bad picture, but we can make it better. So go back in. You have options here to mark areas to keep, which means if it's taking out something that's part of what you want, you can mark it to keep it, and they will mark it. You have mark areas to remove. You can click on that, and it'll start removing areas you don't want in there. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, just to see. So now you've got a picture that looks more like what would be on a magazine. You can get and spend time doing what you want to do. Your next step is to add basic information about what you're putting in your magazine. So if you notice, magazine covers have teasers on them. Again, I would go into Insert, and I used Word Art to create mine. If you do Word Art, you can move it around. You need 4 article teasers at least. Then once you've got your article teasers in, you can make them different font sizes. You should know how to do that from the Home tab. You can add different effects to it. However you want, put them where you want. You're going to add text boxes or Word Art. You're going to add pictures. You're going to design your cover. Your cover has several requirements. You need the Word Art title. You must have a picture. You must have 4 teasers on the front. The teasers are the articles. You must have a border on it. What you're going to do to add the border is pretty simple. You're going to go in. You might have to adjust your size so you can see the whole thing. I'm just clicking on the bottom here to adjust the size. You can go into view and do it. And you're going to insert a shape. I used a rectangle. Click and insert the rectangle. If you notice, it's got a shape fill. We don't need the shape fill. So we're going to go to shape fill and click no fill. Then we're going to go to shape outline, and we're going to go to weight and do more lines. And then you're going to want to make this as thick as you want it to be. Notice I left a little bit on the edge. We will be binding the magazine, so you want to leave about a 1/4 edge. So back to our requirements. You must have Word Art title. You must have a picture. 4 teasers. Must have a border. Cannot have a colored background. And leave a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch on each side. Here's what my magazine cover ended up looking like. You've got Bob's World, the picture of Bob cut out. I added a picture of a world underneath it. This is just a picture I typed in barcode. I used the Creative Commons picture for this and the Creative Commons pictures for the world and added it to make it look a little more authentic. I changed the font sizes on these. These are 4 of the articles. I actually put 5 on here that would be included in the magazine or in my magazine. Remember, your titles are going to be personal to you. So you may not be able to put the titles in, you may just put the placeholders in, and that would be the cover of my magazine. On the line, if you notice, on this border in my drawing tools, I added a shape effect and I added a bevel to kind of make it look a little bit fancier. It's not going to be that hard, gives you a little chance to be creative. If you're going to use pictures, you need to remove the background from them if they have a background. If you're going to use clip art to represent you, the clip art needs to be Creative Commons. Remember to give yourself a photo credit if you're the one who took the picture. If you've got a friend's picture, give them a photo credit.